Good afternoon, everyone. This is Jared Rand, and welcome to the Global Guided Meditation Call for Friday, December 16th, 2022, after 3 p.m. Eastern. Had a little technical difficulty, but I'm here. We'll be having a reverse aging health call tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern. In a single moment, in one stroke, we can become enlightened. It is not a gradual process because enlightenment is not something that we have to invent. It's something that we have to discover. Osho. Imagine you come to the realization, self-realized, and you get a glimpse of what it's like to become self-realized. Your ego, identity, disappears into oblivion, and whatever was left of you begin having a spiritual relationship with everything and everyone around you. This universe is completely conscious, filled with divine intelligent energy and the deepest profound wisdom. The downloads from a source of higher intelligence keep coming in once you come to self-realization. And once you tap into that and you acknowledge it, you become completely one with this divine intelligence, and then you have access to unlimited manifesting power in every direction. And this shift can create a new way of perceiving and interacting with everything and everyone around you. You could actually see your third eye, the infinite light that radiates from within every living cell, which it does. You can become extra sensitive to it, feeling how its intelligence is at the core of every atom of this world. This is when you wake up from living in the matrix and experience a glimpse of the state of spiritual enlightenment. As for serious problems, consider these problems as opportunities for growth. Change is not easy. The ego rejects change, yet change is the law. Change is the real. Obstacles to the higher path are many. That is why few arrive. If obstacles are non-existent, then the ego will create them. Understand? Babaji. When you receive a sacred glimpse, you can understand how nothing that has happened in this universe is ever by accident. Nothing. Even if you're reading something and it strikes you, it's not an accident. This universe is constantly guiding us into a more enlightening experience of life. All we need to do is let go of our resistance to it. Enlightenment is about welcoming with a smile inside your heart every experience that comes your way. All your problems and struggles in this life are like tiny particles of sand in between your toes. Depending on how you move through your day, they can either grind at you or massage your feet. Our problems are our greatest teachers, and when we explore each of them, with a childlike curiosity, we receive the greater lesson they are here to teach us. Welcome each problem with an open heart and mind, and you'll understand that this entire world is designed to awaken, enlighten, heal, and empower us. It's good to know that we are already divine spiritual beings who are already conscious and eternally connected to an unlimited source of love, abundance, intelligence, and power. And we can't do anything to change this. Our minds can believe it's not true and make up an entire world of fabricated lies about it. The mind is so powerful at creating all sorts of negative thoughts, perceptions, and beliefs that hold the tightest grip on reality. To cling to life is to cling to the five senses, to normal consciousness, thereby shunning the superconsciousness within which the Atman is known, Patanjali. Sutras from the How to Know God. Nothing matters to the soul except for love, freedom, and growth. The spirituality awakened being already exists inside you. Excuse me, the infinite quality of its nature creates a much deeper foundation than the most beautiful thoughts can. The thoughts you have about life always remain on the surface and never can mix fully with your spiritual essence. The magic has always been within us. Our true spiritual foundation is so super pure, it can never be tainted. It's like if you poured a bottle of oil into a glass of water, shook them up together, you'd see they'll naturally separate in a short period. No matter how much we stir them, stir. The oil will float on the surface and the water sinks beneath. We are all transitioning in this very moment. Some of us are awake, others are fast asleep, and then the in-betweeners that are just rubbing their eyes from a long, long, long slumber. Those of us who are awake are choosing more and more to go within, to discover once and for all who we truly are. It is ironic that we exist, we go in these bodies, and we go through life time after lifetime after lifetime after lifetime. And pretty much we play the same role. We have a life, we live the life, and we leave the body. We have a life, we live the life, and we leave the body. We have a life, we live the life, we leave the body. And this is a repetitive process. Now, during the time that each time we enter the body, we don't know anything. We're totally blank. And so we start over. And, we're raised differently in different lifetimes, experience different things in different lifetimes, and we just continue and continue and continue. Along the way, since we are eternal beings, eternal divine beings in these bodies, we know that we never die. We change forms, we'll enter different forms, of course, like these bodies, but we never die. The body ceases. And we go into a discovery mode. Now, you could discover it this lifetime, next lifetime, and so on. Since our journey is endless. So what we're doing right now is discovering who and what we are so that we don't care to have another 1,000 lifetimes doing the same things without discovering much at all. We then become aware, and we understand that we came here to enjoy our lives in these bodies. And we came here to help each other. We didn't come here to suffer and struggle and pain and sorrow and anguish. It's like I've said, we could have 1 year of that, and that would be enough for us. We would know the difference, and we would be in deep gratitude to be in joy, bliss, happiness, instead of pain, sorrow, and anger. Okay? I don't believe that the civilization needs or requires tens of thousands of years to get that. So you can see the process and how impactful it is for those of us who do discover that we're the God inside the body, and then expand from that and stay within and know that the material physical world is something that we all created to entertain ourselves, and we are in it, but we aren't of it. And we can watch it. We can be in it, and we can be outside of it. We can watch it, see how it moves, what it does. Do we know how many of us are doing this? Not really. And moving in this life, many of us are moving into an enlightened 5-dimensional state, which is a frequency. And to skyrocket our journey into the enlightened 5D state, truly stop whatever life you are living and breathe. Breathe deeply into a space inside your being where you can naturally stop thoughts completely and let go of whatever you think and believe is real. Completely drop all assumptions about who you are and who you are not. Hold nothing but emptiness inside you and be still in that. And this is a miracle. The moment that you realize that there is no way to make a home, then this whole existence is home, then wherever you are at home. Osho. Right now, for just a brief moment, try to open yourself up to this life. Relax and feel into your natural knowingness that you are an infinite being who will never die. Continuously return to this feeling and understanding again and again and again. Do this for 2 to 3 minutes, the first thing every morning. Let it be the very first thing you are aware of each morning for the next, and feel inside when you wake up. As you consciously open this door, you'll be able to rest deeper inside your body and find the quietest, peaceful, still center in the heart of your being. This is where you will find freedom and fully awaken to the divine being you truly are. The longer you can abide in this center that is free from doubt and fear, the faster you'll manifest a rich life that's full of depth, meaning, clarity, and bliss. Make this dynamic shift in your consciousness right now. Come home to yourself through humility, surrender, and devotion. Come home to yourself through humility, surrender, and devotion. Love is our true essence. Love has no limitations of caste, religion, race, or nationality. We are all beads strung together on the same thread of love. To awaken this unity and to spread to others the love that is our inherent nature is the true goal of human life. Amachi. Even though We may not think this about ourselves, but we are lovable. Our unique way of being in this world, our energy, our presence, and just the normal, natural way we are is lovable. We don't have to do anything special to be lovable. We were born lovable. It's a quality that we cannot escape from. It's our energy and our consciousness. Being worthy of love is just who we are. When we accept the fact that we are lovable just the way we are, without having to change a thing, it makes it easier for others to love us. People can feel it when we love ourselves. And it feels like a warm, welcoming invitation from the heart. Imagine that everyone loves you the way you are right now. Take the leap in consciousness. Try it out. You will start feeling that it is true and begin manifesting more loving experiences all through your day. This universe wants us to experience more and more and more love every day. Believe it or not, this is one of the greatest purposes of this life, to let in as much love as you possibly can. There is not a shortage of love in this universe. The greatest love is already here and all around us now. Open your heart just a crack and allow warm, cozy energy to come in. You can find it easy to allow yourself to receive love because you are a good person. You have a good heart. And you have good intentions. Believe these things because deep, deep, deep down, you know they are true. The highest phenomenon is when love is a state and not a relationship. Not that you're in love, but that you are love. Osho. The vibration of love is a powerful thing to focus on. It is the ever-expanding force of energy. And this energy is continuously saying yes to life. It loves dwelling on the positive aspects of life and having compassion for the negative. The vibration has a soft energy about it, and somehow, in the right situations, it has the most fierce, courageous strength as well. We will know when we are in it, when everything feels right, light, and good, and these feelings are deeply grounded in our bodies. The vibration of love is that which allows us to deeply relax and naturally exist in a sweet, vulnerable place that is empowered, open to receive, and free. It is not controlling nor resisting life in any way. It is appreciating, accepting, and approving of what is. Real love is eager to embrace others and listen to what is really going on beneath the surface. It only knows gentleness and kindness, welcoming with an open, accepting heart the other's anxiety, sadness, and all of their fears. Love is not afraid of anything. It's like the sun, who is just meant to shine bright and give us warm light and life to the world. When we say yes to the vibration of love, we're saying yes to the relaxing, healing energy of acceptance. We are choosing to accept ourselves exactly as we are. Where we are in our lives. And allowing any negative critical ideas that we have about ourselves are okay too. Love welcomes all, loves all, sees the good in all. It takes in those hard, desperate thoughts of unworthiness, fault, lack, limitation, and treats them like little sweet orphan animals who just need a warm home and a big cozy hug. When our negative thoughts know they are okay, that they are lovable too, they will relax, soften, and let go. Always remember deep in your heart that all is well and everything is unfolding as it should. There are no mistakes anywhere at any time. What appears to be wrong is simply our own false imagination. Robert Adams. There is something so deeply beautiful when we say yes with our heart to the vibration of love. There is something so deeply beautiful when we say yes with our hearts to the vibration of love. Something magical happens inside the center of our being. It's as if the soul of our life catches on fire and starts blazing its way through life with unstoppable pizzazz and joy. We feel totally alive, turned on by life, and excited about interacting with everyone. We just want to share this incredible experience with everybody because it's just too huge to contain. So something for you to do this coming week is simple. Practice focusing on the vibration of love. Practice feeling that yes is in your body to energy of love. Say yes in each moment you can to letting in more and more love. You can do it, and it's super fun. Just look inside yourself. Be honest. Find out what love feels like for you. Trust your body. Know that it cannot lie. Open your heart right now to letting in more love than may feel normal or even comfortable. Expand your own old perceptions of yourself. Step into a new soul. Welcome in these new being who is ready in every moment to welcome in life. Letting in more and more joy. Give life the biggest yes that you've got inside. You're worth it. When you can get centered in real devotion to this vibration, you'll discover the most amazing, ridiculously beautiful, awesome life you could ever dream of. Everybody wants happiness. Nobody wants pain. But remember, you can't have a rainbow without a little rain. Wayne Dyer. And if we really want to love, we must learn how to forgive. One of the most powerful things we can do is master the art of forgiveness. If you're carrying a grudge against anybody, whether it's big or small, you're clinging to a heavy shield around your heart that's weighing you down and negatively impacting you on many levels. By continuing to be angry or upset with somebody else because they have wronged you only hurts you in the long run. Like attracts like. And when we hold on to feelings how someone has hurt us, we're anchoring our energy in the past and attracting another victim-like scenario in the future. If we don't learn how to forgive and let go of the pain that's been done, it doesn't allow us to be fully open, available, alive, and present to this divine moment. Our being becomes tight, protected, and contracted when we cannot forgive people. The quicker we can learn to let go, the less time we spend in pain and suffering. Holding on to a grudge from the past with anyone only hinders our ability to become a positive, open, loving being who is manifesting the life of our dreams. The word forgiveness is derived from the word to give. Forgiveness is a gift of freedom and healing. When we give it to another person, we actually are giving this to ourselves. The act of forgiving another may not free the other person if they do not accept it, yet it will definitely liberate your energy. Even if the other person holds on to the past grudge all the way to their grave, you can still forgive them for not knowing how. Our job is simply to let the past go and trust that everything is always in perfect divine order. The universe never makes mistakes, ever. Every act of harm unleashed is pure stimulation for our soul's awakening. The pain makes us wake up, recalibrate our lives, and adjust our sails towards a bigger freedom. The judgments we tend to afflict upon ourselves force us to love ourselves even deeper. The wound inside us creates a womb where new life can be formed. We must choose to then give birth to something inside us that is more loving, healing, and creative. We must choose to also forgive ourselves for anything that is less than love. When we do forgive ourselves, we instantly feel a great lightness that opens our chests and spreads all throughout our bodies. It is a powerful path to healing that is always available, always, to choose in every moment of our lives. Every day, we have the option to let go of our pride and let in the love, or hold on tighter and be right about something unfair or wrong. If we want to become a more sensitive, humble, and deeply loving human being, we must choose to learn the response of forgiveness and compassion. Softening our ego is perhaps the most empowering and enlightening action we can do, as it puts us directly in contact with our soul. If we are ready to experience the amazing power of forgiveness, recognize your attachment to your story. When we hold on to a grudge, we are actually holding on to the story about what happened along with heavy feelings attached to our story. When we fully feel those heavy feelings that arise when we think about our story, we then can move through them and underneath them. Be curious about what is there underneath your feelings, as it will be something you never thought of before. Notice how you played your part in the drama and take responsibility for the role you stepped into. When you understand what the payoff of benefit you received by playing this role, no matter how horrible it was, you can then let go of the pattern completely. Release those repressed feelings when someone mistreats or hurts us, right? We may either express this pain or repress it. If we were taught to repress our feelings, put on a brave face, go on with our lives, we will have many heavy feelings inside of us rotting away at our core. All repressed feelings fester deep inside of us and cause us to continue to carry a burden about this life, relationships, people, and this world. The first step in forgiving is letting go of these heavy feelings, allowing them to turn into lighter feelings. There are many techniques that can help us release pent-up emotions from the past. One simple way we can do this on our own is emotional release journaling, writing. Just write about the past event without censoring it. Write from your most emotional place. Keep writing until you have emptied everything out. Do not read it once you have finished. Wait a few days or weeks before you read it. You can burn what you have journaled and proclaim out loud, I let this go. If your repressed emotions are very strong or feel overwhelming, it may be best to get the support of a trained professional to help you let them go. Continuously choose forgiveness. In every moment that we have the opportunity to choose forgiveness. Once we release that holding on to the past only harms us, we can consciously choose to let it go instead of returning to resentment. Choosing forgiveness is a constant process for all of us. This means we will always choose to feel feelings of lightness, freedom, and healing from the past event. Once we have decided to forgive someone, visualize the person is in front of us and say it out loud to them, I forgive you completely for what happened. I love you and thank you for this lesson. Please forgive me for what I have done. Notice how it feels just reading this proclamation to your body. By stating this message out loud, we create an instant energetic shift in our bodies. The people can be on the phone, in the room, or simply there in your mind. Now, if you don't do this in your mind, the secret is that it must feel real to you. You will be amazed at how this declaration starts opening up your entire world in ways you never dreamed were possible. You'll soon see how it sparks the manifestation of more positive and desired experiences in your life. If you could only keep quiet and clear of memories and expectations, you would be able to discern the beautiful pattern of events. It is your restlessness that causes chaos. Nisargadatta Maharaj. Have you ever meditated on the nature of the mind? Closely watching how the mind works. Why it thinks what it thinks. How it tends to repeat itself. you then will begin understanding the great manifesting mystery of this life on a more intimate and spiritual level. You'll notice that every day, that no matter what you would do, your mind continues on this deep, relentless search for truth, love, joy, pleasure, and happiness. No matter how satisfied you may be that day, hour, or minute before, the mind returns to its old habit of yearning for something more. There is only one direction it wanted to go: to evolve, grow, expand, improve, and learn how to find the ways to become more satisfied. You realize that your mind even wanted to understand itself better, thinking that if it found a richer understanding of itself, then this would finally lead to more happiness and real satisfaction. This is how convoluted the mind is. It will believe anything. I mean anything. You may also notice that when you felt sad, lethargic, depressed, or just wanted to give up on manifesting your dream life, the mind still continued its perpetual search for some form of happiness, just on another level. The more often you would sit back from the mind and watch it, you would realize how deeply programmed it is, and that there's really nothing that can be done about it. The mind is on a sacred, holy quest, devoted to this grand divine search. At the core program, it cannot be interested in being content, relaxed, rested, or supremely at peace. It prefers to be entertained by something interesting, deep, sparkly, rich, tempting, or maybe an idea that would make it feel loved, special, or important. The mind doesn't have the capacity to rest forever in a state of happiness, because if it did, we would not evolve. Think about it. What if the mind was totally satisfied? What would happen to our world? Would we even look deeper into this question at all? Would we care about anything of any real meaning in this life? If so, why would we? Throughout our entire lives, this seeking mechanism is one machine we cannot turn off, nor would we want to. We simply have to be deeply aware that this perpetual seeking machine is always running. The divine design of the mind is perfect, and we simply need to understand its perfection if we are to really enjoy life and find our spiritual journey here. We need to understand first that desire is not the cause of suffering. Rather, it's our attachment to desire which holds us to the state of anxiety. To be continuously wanting, wishing, and thinking is utter hell. To be able to rest, relax, and enjoy the radiant, healing, golden energy from the great spiritual light from within us is absolute bliss. Our minds have been embedded for centuries with this ancient unsatisfied program for one very wonderful reason. A great creativity and manifesting fire gets ignited when we believe the grass is greener, richer, softer, and more lush in the neighbor's yard. And sure, the mind can get crazy and start thinking the neighbors must be smarter, happier, and more enlightened because they have greener grass. Chances are high that the neighbors don't actually have greener grass than you, but you can't tell that truth to the seeking, desiring mind. The good news is that an enormous fire of desire is lit when we see that we just don't have it all. The mind is a genius at believing whatever it wants to believe is true. It can only see a fraction of the whole truth. It cannot contain the entire universal truth all the time, it would be out of a job if it had that knowledge. It's a master of inventing super creative stories about our limitations in this world, which fill us up with this amazing experience called insecurity. These wonderful insecure feelings are perfectly designed to push us onto our spiritual path. They provoke us to dig deeper, so we stop functioning in automatic robot mode and find our real purpose for being alive. Our insecurity causes us to drop the mind games, so we start stoking our real spiritual fire and unleashing our deepest motivation, our highest inspiration, and our richest creativity inside. Unless we become a Buddha, Buddha means enlightened one, unless you become an enlightened one, you have not lived at all, because you will not know the great poetry of this life, the great music of existence. You will not know the celestial celebration that goes on and on. You will not know the dance of the stars. The bliss is for you. All these flowers and all these songs and all these stars are for you. You are entitled to miracles every day. Osho. We were born to evolve, expand our consciousness, and eventually become awakened, enlightened ones. A Buddha simply means one who has stopped sleeping, one who is aware, self-realized, and living fully in the now. It's perhaps the easiest and most natural way we can experience this life, yet it means we have to unlearn everything we believe to be the reason why we are here. To stimulate the enlightened path in our lives, we need to create more space and room to grow. We need to feel the lack of something and experience the great emptiness that is all around. This empty feeling is always available, inherent within each desire that comes from the mind. To reach the enlightened state, we must choose to dive into the mind and let it go. We must let the mind believe that the neighbor's grass is greener than our own, and realize how ridiculous it is to be comparing grass in the first place. We must notice all the places in our lives where we are comparing ourselves with others, with people we look up to, saying that they have something we don't. We must allow the mind to be brimming with jealousy, full with desire, so much that it implodes onto this fantastic empty universe that is exploding with life. I'll join you in a meditation, and I'll return to close us out. Take an easy and slow breath in through the nose and an easy and slow breath out of the mouth. Remain still. For today, imagine your body is a loose, limp, wet noodle. Stop all your striving and contraction about everything in your life. Sit down and focus on the feeling of being spineless and totally flexible. So just what happens from this, just do it. Stay limp, one moment at a time, and soon you'll notice a deeper experience of peace and expansiveness begins to happen in your body. Whenever any muscle in your body starts to contract other than what normal activity would entail, practice this wet noodle feeling. Let it expand until you are completely at ease. Take this with you for the rest of the day, into the evening and night and the following morning. And we will be back here tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, and Saturday, December 17th, 2022, 3 p.m. Eastern, to continue our global guided meditation call. And be good to yourself.